This is The Healthy Healer, where true voice is your medicine. This is where we help doctors and other healers navigate through the challenging times by learning from the best minds in the healing industry. Laugh, cry, and be surprised. It's entertainment, education, and inspiration so you can continue to be the unique and amazing healer you were destined to be. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to The Healthy Healer with Dr. Fred.
Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Fred, and I just want to talk a little bit about this week's guest, Dr. Rita Louise. Rita Louise started with really noticing that she had some extra skills when she was a child, and she became especially entranced and inspired by none other than Kreskin, the amazing Kreskin. And the amazing Kreskin was someone that I fell in love with when I was a youngster, too, and suggesting that probably Rita and I are right near the same. And then Johnny Carson had a character that he liked to do called Karnak the Magnificent. And I always thought that he was funny, and it was making fun of the skills that the amazing Kreskin had. And Kreskin would come on to Carson's show in the evening, and we'd get to watch him do his skills. It was truly mind-boggling. So when Rita saw this, she decided that she would learn everything she could about ESP and also what she learned in the autobiography of a yogi. And in really learning that in order to have these skills enlightened, she had to become an enlightened person. So she tried and realized that she was more enlightened than most, but not enlightened enough to actually have this skill set available to her. Then, of course, she began to use it, and she began to use it more proficiently and more extensively, and began to realize that she had the skill set to actually predict and see things that other people didn't see through energetic phenomena. Then she started noticing that she was predicting things or seeing things that were special in her own way, like extrasensory, using the sixth sense. And she began to see that even if she had downloads or even if she learned something special about the person or about the world at large, she didn't know exactly what to do with it. So how was she supposed to take on what she learned if she didn't know what to do? And she decided to go into the healing arts and learn how to be a healer through becoming a naturopath. In the process, Dr. Louise, I wrote several different books, and the most recent one was called Dang, It's Been Me the Whole Time. And it's a really interesting idea, this book. It's an idea that, I think it's called Dang, It Was Me the Whole Time. And so the idea here is that Dr. Louise really found that she has had skills, and that the book really points to that we are the common denominator of our own personal experiences. So whenever we have something that is repetitive, it's more than likely because of something that we're either doing, being, or saying that's having it repeat in our world. And that we have access to what I like to call regeneration of ourselves at any given moment. We can continue to be the same person and have a life that doesn't work, or we can actually declare ourselves to be different than who we've been and create a life that does work. And this is what Dr. Louise points to when speaking about the power of this book. So the idea here, again, is that we get to state who we are and who we're becoming and get to be that person just by declaring it so, just by being committed and taking on a new mindset. Now, do we all have these extrasensory skills? Do we all have the capacity to change our reality? It's Dr. Louise's contention, and I agree with her, that we all do at varying levels. Now, she points to some people, they don't know how to draw, and other people are prolific artists. Some people don't know how to play music, and others are just amazing musicians. And some people have skill sets that other people don't have, and nevertheless, it's in like varying degrees on a scale. So do we all possess ESP, extrasensory perception? Do we all have the capacity to declare our reality? Are we all artists at some point or another? Are we all creatives? Are we all empaths? Are we all intuits? Are we all, every one of us, able to be somewhat clairvoyant? If the answer to that is true, then yes, we are. And if the answer to that is true, and I think that it is, we're looking at varying scales. Can we exercise that muscle? Can we become more adept and more effective at being clairvoyant, at being intuitive? Can we count on our intuition a little bit more than we are and learn that it's been there the whole time? dang, it's been here the whole time kind of thing. I say that we can. And how do we do that is we become more true to the honest resonance, the honest vibration of who we are as people. This is, who am I as a human being? What does it mean to be a human being? What kind of skills am I limiting myself from experiencing by just accepting the status quo and the agreement reality of where humans stop and the world starts? The possibility really exists that I get to create my own reality over and above anything I've ever been taught as restrictive boundaries. And this is where Dr. Louise comes into play. The idea is we all do have varying degrees of ESP. And when we possess it and when we take responsibility for it, we can create a life that actually works right now without very much work. And then with a great deal of practice, have it be our natural status quo, our natural modus operandi. So, welcome to humanity, everybody. The opportunity to step into your power, be that power, and then create that for others. Thank you for being a listener of The Healthy Healer. It's always an honor. It's always a privilege to have these podcast shows for you. I hope you're enjoying them. And if you are, please make sure to share, like, and comment. And by all means, please subscribe to The Healthy Healer. So we will catch you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye for now.